everybody, happy Saturday. I just thought I would just jump on here real quick because I just wanted to talk you through my group breath training program, the Breath Academy, how it's structured and how it can help you. So essentially this is going to be a 4-week program that's going to start next January, on January the 9th, and it's designed to teach you the self-therapy of breath work and the foundations of breathing. And we're going to work together in a group container so you can support and learn from each other. And we come together for 4 live calls during the 4 weeks, and in between you'll have daily exercises to do. So I'm just going to walk through who this program is for. So this is going to be for anybody who's ever felt overwhelmed. It's for people wanting to take back control of their mood, their energy, their sleep. It's for people at any level of breath work or breath experience who are looking to change the way they feel, essentially. So this is also going to be really ideal for first-time breathers and anybody actually who doesn't like meditation or doesn't want to do yoga. This is going to be super vital for people who care for other people. So I'm talking parents, teachers, nurses, doctors, key workers, carers, or even line managers. You know, you guys need to learn how to put on your oxygen masks first so that you can take care of other people to the best of your ability. And maybe perhaps you're somebody that's trying to figure something out. Maybe you're at a crossroads in your career and you're trying to make a career move, but you're just a little bit stuck and you're experiencing things like brain fog, procrastination, or even confusion. So in terms of who you are, maybe you're just not feeling like yourself. Maybe you're feeling a bit confused, a bit lost. Maybe you're just experiencing, like I said, that procrastination or analysis paralysis, or you're just not able to focus. Maybe you get to the end of the day and you just feel like completely deflated and you're too stressed or wired to get to sleep. Or you're just simply not sleeping very well because you've got anxiety or stress. And perhaps you've already tried things like diet, exercise, meditation or yoga, and they just haven't quite hit the mark for whatever reason. So what I want to say is that if you're feeling any of those symptoms, then this is a sign that your body is stuck in survival mode, or you might have heard it called something like fight or flight. And when you're in that mode, your body does certain things. So it increases your heart rate and it floods your body with cortisol because it believes that your body is under stress. So it's getting you ready for that fight or that flight. And being in that mode for too long can actually put us completely out of whack, and it can shut down things like our digestion and our brain function. So being in that mode for too long can cloud our judgment, and the stress can build up in our bodies like a toxin. We can actually become quite emotionally constipated even. And a lot of us are stuck in this mode and we don't even know it. So the fast pace of modern life, and that means fast talking, fast typing, even fast and shallow breathing, all of that means that we're in this chronic state of alert without really even being aware of it. And, you know, very seldom do we kind of allow ourselves the time to really slow down. And just like how we need to digest our food, we need to learn how to digest and process stress out of our bodies, the physiological impact of stress in our bodies. So there's stress, and then there's the stressors, the things that cause us the stress. So we need to learn how to digest the stress and eliminate it out of our body to rebalance our systems, essentially. And when we've processed the stress, then we're much better able to bounce back to deal and be equipped to deal with what's going on in our lives. So basically, your ability to face the challenges that the world throws at you is a reflection of how resilient you are to handling things like stress, and how quickly you're able to bounce back to being able to face the day boils down to your nervous system, like how toned it is, how balanced it is. And your nervous system, and how toned and how balanced your nervous system is, can be influenced by your breath. So in the same way that they say you can't outtrain a bad diet, you can't outtrain dysfunctional breathing. But the good news is that when you do feel this way, you can game the system. So you can shift your nervous system into manual using your breath, and that's going to help build resilience and help you to bounce back. So, you know, how do you game the nervous system and train your resilience? Well, that's where this program's going to come in. So I really love it. I don't know about you, but I really love it when somebody else does all the heavy lifting on the admin. So you don't have to figure all of this out because I figured it all out for you. So let's walk through what's offered in this program. You're going to learn about the science and the physiology of breathing. So that means like the what behind the how. So it's going to give you a nice rounded understanding, as well as learning techniques that you and your family can use to relax on demand, manage your stress, manage anxiety, even manage things like pain, process your emotions, and increase your energy and enhance your focus. We're going to put you back in the driving seat so that you're in control. So you'll gain knowledge about how to game the system as well as how to apply it into your daily life. And my intention with this course is to really give you a life skill that's going to extend beyond the 4 weeks that we work together. So it's going to give you science-backed tools that you can use and you can even teach other people. So breaking it down, in week 1, we're going to do like a breath MOT. We're going to look at where you're at now. We're going to test your natural rhythms, like look at how you're breathing, and then talk about how to breathe functionally. And we're going to take some tests so that you can track your progress throughout the course, and you'll be taught some breath exercises that you're going to start using straight away. And this is going to start your journey off on the right foot, basically, just giving you the foundations of concepts that we're going to build on over the course of the program, so you can see where you're at in order to see where you need to course correct going forwards. And then in week 2, we're going to look at the different types of breathing, how they're going to impact our systems, and how to differentiate between them, which is going to help you understand what's going on in your body when you breathe. And most importantly, it's going to be learning how to administer the right breath practice in each moment, so it becomes like a self-therapy. And then in week 3, with more exercises and more experience under your belt, we're going to layer up with some tips and techniques that are going to enhance your practice, and some more exercises to add to your repertoire. And then we're going to dig deeper into the science and the physiology of breathing, and you're really going to come to understand the important role that carbon dioxide plays in your well-being. And then finally in week 4, we're going to learn more about how we game the nervous system with our breath, how we can actually measure our inner well-being and train our resilience by looking at a new kind of wellness science called heart rate variability. So you're also going to get a practice diary, some daily guided audios that are going to be sent to you directly. You'll get downloads of all the sessions that we do together, and you'll also get a certificate of completion. So, when I think back a few years to when I was working in London, I felt so disconnected from myself and who I was. I was experiencing confusion. I was a bit lost, and I was just trying to find my way in life. And I was living that fast-paced lifestyle, which goes with living in London, and I was experiencing burnout, and it was burning me out. I didn't know anything at the time about breathing or meditation or yoga, but I can say that looking back now and looking back on how I was then, it was definitely what I needed. And I think if I had been given the opportunity to learn these breathing exercises or to be taught this breath work in this way, my life might have been very different then. But as it is, I'm really glad that I've learnt this science of breathing in this manner, so that I can be of service to you guys and bring you this program. So as a yoga teacher, it's worth saying that, I was familiar with breathwork and these practices in the context of pranayama. So some of these breathwork practices you might be familiar with. But when I learned the science behind those breathwork practices, that's when it took on a whole other level for me. And I have had more aha moments learning about breathing than any other modality that I've learnt. So it's just really interesting when you start to see how it's all connected. And when you understand that mind-body connection, it all just starts to make so much sense, like why things feel chaotic, or why there's that lingering feeling of anxiety that perhaps hangs around, or why we feel stressed out and on edge. And it just all comes back to the breath. So I know that's how I felt, especially this year. This knowledge has fundamentally changed the way I look at breathing, and it's changed the way I breathe, and my ability to manage my mood, my sleep, my energy has all just been propelled forwards for the better. Breathing is the life hack to it all. It's this wonderful self-therapy. So when you learn to breathe consciously, it means you just understand yourself so much better. It means that you're able to show up, you're performing better at work, you speak with more confidence, you're more present with your kids or your family, and you're just more productive. You'll have more focus, you're able to communicate better, and you just have a clearer head, which means that you're better able to make clearer decisions. And when you go to bed, it means that you fall asleep faster. You wake up feeling like you've had just the right amount of restful sleep, which means that you start your day right with the right amount of energy, and the cycle just continues. So if you feel like that's something that you'd like, then I just invite you to take a look at the link in my bio. I think this course could be a really great fit for you, so definitely check that out. And just to say, it doesn't mean that I've eliminated stress or anxiety forever. That would be impossible. Given that our bodies are designed to be alert from time to time and to be resting from time to time. It's just a natural part of the equilibrium. But it just means that I'm better able to process the stress and recover from it quicker. And now when I experience things like stress or anxiety or insomnia, the difference is that I look at how I'm breathing and I use my breath to my advantage. So I start to see those things almost as like opportunities, not obstacles. It's like a way that I can learn something about myself and get to know my body better, and also help other people in the process. So, I can recognize now what's going on in my body, and I know that I have the ability to do something about it, which is really empowering. And, that is the great thing about this course, is that it gives you the tools and strategies to handle your stress and emotions, your fatigue, so that you're not taking 2 days or whatever to recover from knockbacks, but instead you're seeing those events as opportunities, and also you're just bouncing back sooner. And I still have some spaces available in my group program. So if this sounds like something you'd like to do, I just invite you to take a look at the link in the bio to join up. And as always, if you have any specific questions about the course, then just drop me a DM and I'll be happy to answer any of your queries. But otherwise, have a great rest of Saturday, everybody. Happy weekend, and thanks for listening. Take care.